Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Unity RPG tutorial. So in this tutorial we're going to be covering how to change out our main cursor. So if you wanted something like a custom cursor when you're hovering over maybe an NPC or an item that you can loot or anything along those lines, I'm going to show you how to set that up and implement it so when we're hovering over different objects it will display a different type of cursor. So the first thing you're going to need is a couple of different cursor images. I just found these free online for just placeholder. And what you're going to need to do is set them to either like 64 by 64 or 32 by 32. And the other important thing is setting it to cursor for the texture type. If you do not set it for that, you're going to run into a couple of different errors when it tries loading them in game. So in any case, we're just going to jump right into our code and set this up. So what we're going to need first is the different types of texture 2Ds that we're going to be using for our different cursors. So I have a main one, a battle one, talk, and click. And then we're going to set the cursor mode to auto and the hotspot to 0. So this will just keep track of our main cursor and which image is applied to the cursor image, or which one we want to apply. And now we're just going to scroll down here into our code. And if you guys haven't followed the tooltip pop-up tutorial from before, I'm going to link it down below, and you guys will probably need to either follow it or just copy the code as you see it here. We're just calling a raycast from the cursor's position, and whatever it's hitting is what's going to be called. So what we're going to be doing is calling cursor.setCursor, and then we'll select the actual cursor icon that we want. So if our mouse cursor is hovering over an enemy, we want to display the battle icon. If we're talking to them, just the talk icon. Question, we're just going to do a simple question mark. And if it's none of these, then we're just going to set our cursor to our original cursor. So when we start our game, it's obviously just going to go to this final one. It's not really that optimized. We shouldn't be calling this all the time, but since this is being called, I guess it's fine for now, since I'm just showing you guys a basic way to set this up. But yeah, so that's pretty much all we need. And from here, you just need to make sure that the object that you have set up has a rigid body and it has a tag. In any other case, you could just use .name and find the name of the object that you selected. But right now, we're just going to have it set up as tag. So I'll save this real quick and we can go jump in game and I'll show you guys how it works. So as you can see, our cursor is now replaced while we're in game. If we go out of the window, it goes back. So it's swapping back and forth between our normal computer cursor and our other cursor. And now if we hover over an object, so this is the talk NPC, you can see the little talk icon that pops up. If we go over here, it's got a little question mark icon. And our enemy just flew away. I probably should fix that, but and then if we hover over our enemy here, you can see a little sword icon. And each time we hover off of these items, it goes back to our original cursor. So this is just a pretty simple little tutorial, but if you guys wanted to know how to set that up, I know it's really popular in a lot of RPG games where they use cursors to indicate if you can interact with different objects. And that's just a basic way to do that. So yeah guys, I'll see you guys in the next tutorial, and yeah.